sorry, that's for a Democrat show.
Let me know when you're ready. No matter what the technical difficulty is, this man is a professional. He goes all the way.
What you represent to them is freedom.
Was an extremely great conservative commentator. We're tearing it up on Wednesday night. This is awesome. This will allow me to retort.
Well, this is Jersey Joe for the Reaver of Common Sense show. 8 p.m. on shrmedia.com.
Actually, I just totally screwed up. This show contains language that some viewers may find offensive. Listener discretion is advised. And now on to the show.
And welcome to the Reaver of Common Sense. I am your host, Jersey Joe, and I'm making sense out of the senseless. The Jersey Takeover is here. We have expanded to 2 hours every Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Oh, it's going to be an interesting day. Interesting day. I got electrical work being done on my house. They guarantee no power outages. No power outages. I have a funny feeling. Yes, I do. Oh, it's going to be... It's going to be one of those days, I bet you. So, Californians are making me laugh. Scientific America has published an article Monday claiming that climate change is to blame for the ongoing Oroville Dam crisis due to engineering calculations made that did not anticipate global warming. Hi, Cal. Yes, they're actually blaming global warming now for the failure of the dam, even though they knew there was issues with it. They were given money to fix it, but decided to spend that money on illegal aliens. So now they're going to blame it on dun, 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 illegal aliens. You see, the author argues that the dam was built in the 1960s when temperatures were cooler and more precipitation, oh God, it's going to be one of those days again, isn't it? Was stored in a greater snowpack in the mountains of the Feather River watershed, which drains into Lake Oroville. Today, warming temperatures are bringing more rain as well as melting the Sierra Nevada snowpack earlier in the spring. Oh my! These are the same people that were screaming that the global warming was going to kill them. Really? Come on, people. Do I have to really explain everything to you? Do I have to explain things to you? I mean, they're trying to come up with every goddamn reason why it failed. Other than they were given money. I know, Cal. Tuesday I wasn't on air. I've had just massive issues around the house surrounding this damn water heater. Between doing stuff around the house, and it's just pushed me past my physical limits to, well, it just, like today, you missed the announcement. If I go off air, I got electrical work being done at the house. Because I'm switching from a regular water heater to a tankless water heater. I need an outlet there to run the gas water heater. So I have someone doing electrical work. And I'm betting I lose electric. So, if I go off air, that's why. It's, oh, God. If it's not one thing, it's another. All right. Let's see. Where am I? Now I lost my thought. Oh, the idiots blaming... So Cal asked how the water heater was that I just ended up buying at Roses or Flowers. Well, I sort of ended up buying at Flowers because I had to put something on its grave. I don't have it replaced. Sunday it will be replaced. Right now we have no hot water. I'm running over to my parents for showers and stuff. My neighbor is gonna install. We're going from a regular water heater to the tankless water heater, and I've been hearing a lot of good things about them. So it's supposed to lower your water consumption masterfully. So we'll see. We will see. Let me think. Brain fart. It's... I'm not shocked that they're blaming it on global warming. It really doesn't shock me. Well, they will blame global warming on everything. If they farted in a meeting, they would blame it on global warming. Just, well, to try to make an excuse for why they farted. They just can't go, you know what, we spent the money on the wrong damn thing, and we're paying the price for it. And that's what it really comes down to. They spent the money on the wrong damn thing, and now they're trying to make excuses for it. Also, Trump's having a meeting with CEOs of manufacturing jobs. So, he's doing more than most politicians have done. He's trying to figure out how to get these jobs back. He's trying to, and he's not trying to pull in jobs that are, bullshit part-time jobs. He's trying to pull in real jobs. Full-time. Jobs that you can make a living on. So, it's... Oh, Cal, I even have an article for you today. Let's see, where'd it go? The Trudeau. Prime Minister Trudeau effect. A new poll finds that more Canadians distrust their government than trust it for the first time in 17 years. Following a series of ethics scandals surrounding Liberal Prime Minister Justin Trudeau, the poll, part of a global survey known as the Elderman Trust Barometer, also found a profound distrust for the nation's top major institution and elitist. With nearly 3 in 4 Canadians responding that they trust leaked information more than they would trust information deliberately published by a corporation or institution. I think that's pretty damning right there. I mean, they trust leaked information more than they trust their government right now. And you know what? We got the same thing. So it's people trust our. I don't even know who they trust in our country right now because we don't trust our country. We don't trust our media. I don't trust the leaks. I don't trust anonymous leaks. The anonymous leaker said, it's too easy just for anybody to make up information and say, well, an anonymous source told me. You know, I mean, I don't trust that. But it seems that people are waking up to the liberal bullshit and kind of going, yeah, about that, no, we don't trust that. Yeah, definitely we're not trusting that at this time. People aren't as dumb as they thought we were going to be. You know, it's... They think they could have just keep lying to us and we're gonna be there with a smile. Well, it's not working out too good for them. But I digress. It's the poll finds that 43% of Canadians trust their government, with 57% saying they do not trust it. 80% of the Canadians say they felt the elitists who run our institutions are out of touch with regular people. To compare, in the United States, a nation often more distrustful than Canada of its elected official, 52% said they trust the government. Where the hell did they get this poll from? This is up 44% from Barack Obama in 2015. This is the first time in 17 years since the tenure of Liberal Party Prime Minister, we'll leave it at that, that the party found a plurality of Canadians distrust their government. Even among those who expressed a general trust in government, Canadians appear largely unconceived of the quality of their current leadership. This is kind of a big deal. Because we all know Canadians are very trusting. We all know that. Right, Kel? They're polite. And I'm waiting to hear Big shut up. It's this progressive liberal movement that was sweeping the nation. The people were sold a bill of goods. They were lied to. People are learning that it's a bunch of bullshit. And they're kind of waking up going, I'm a little bit pissed here. And they're not buying into the bullshit as much. It's they're not giving as much credit to the people as they should be. Nah, Cal, there's no such thing as being too polite. I joke about it, but you know what? That's one of the things I like. They're always polite. It's a trait that maybe Americans could use a little bit more. We're a little bit too brash. Trust me, because I get pissed off a lot. You hold a door open for somebody, and then they just walk on in and don't say shit to you. I've turned around and made a nice little thing and be like, you're welcome, you know. Where I come from, it's polite to turn around and say thank you. That usually pisses them off. Because everybody looks at them like they're a dickhead. But no, here in America, we could use a little bit more politeness. People respecting each other. Oh, so Twitter gave me a goddamn heart attack. I told you about the guy that was that went at me for 3 days. Well, I kept turning him in for harassment. They locked his account. This was after he sends me a message, you know, good banter back and forth. I wish we could have come to a consensus. I was like, consensus how? You just rambled on and on and on and on. You did not want a consensus. Well, either way, they locked his account. I was like, oh, schnickies. I was shocked they did that. They actually went after a liberal. But, I mean, 3 days. He kept calling me all these names, and I said, listen, I don't care. You can have your opinion. I respect your opinion. I disagree with it, but I respect your opinion. I'm not trying to tell you you have to change your opinion. I was trying to actually have a conversation with this man. You want to keep your opinion because you think you're right, go right ahead. Hey, I'm not going to attack you for it. It's your right. You have the right to have that opinion. I have no right to attack you for it. That would be wrong of me. So it's stand your ground. If you think you're right, whether you're conservative or liberal, if you think you're right, stand your goddamn ground. There's nothing wrong with it. You could do it appropriately. Damn, Lincoln Chafee is up on the news today, and he is saying that the media has been against Trump from the beginning. Damn! There's some Democrats that have been stepping up. There's been some Democrats stepping up and admitting that the bullshit. And it is bullshit what's going on. I just can't believe how bad it's been. And we've had some conservatives walk on over to the dark side. But like I've said before, it's more right now the establishment, elitists, globalists versus, the nationalists, those that care about their country. that want nation independence. We don't want globalism. And let me tell you, thought I'd never say this, Pope can kiss my ass. He went on a little tirade talking about how this populace is against the morality of the human being. We should be worried about refugees and immigrants and all this. How many immigrants and refugees are in the Vatican? You're listening to the Reaver of Common Sense right here on SHR Media and High Plains Radio. We will be right back.
Listening to the SHR Media Network.
Breaking news. According to the latest report coming out of SHR Media, a merchandise store to support both the Reaver of Common Sense and SHR Media has just been unleashed to the general public. Be forewarned that this site can be contagious and numerous items can be purchased to support the best news programming. Go to Reaver.one website and click on the store link to check out the merchandise.
You have been listening to Reaver of Common Sense, hosted by my dad, Jersey Joe. Beware, the Jersey Takeover is here. Every Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can catch the Reaver of Common Sense show, hosted by Jersey Joe, right here on shrmedia.com and highplainsdailynews.com. Only Jersey can deliver hell like no one else, so consider this your fair warning.
In a world controlled by corrupt politicians,
You got a business. That you didn't build that.
a team of ordinary men emerge from the ashes to give voice to the voiceless and hope to the hopeless. Sackhead Sean.
Dude, I'm not saying cap for the stupid pro.
Sackhead Clint.
All good friends of ours usually show up drunk.
Also starring Sacco as the producer.
I'm a little bit drunk, 'cause I'm drinking.
They are the Sackheads Radio Show. Every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Pacific on shrmedia.com.
Every Wednesday night, 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, you can catch the Southside Mutt Show with its hosts, the Jersey Boys, Jersey Joe and Crash, right here on SHR Media and High Plains Pundit Radio, where we will be digging up the dirt.
Times are dark. The people misled by corrupt politicians, lied to by establishment media, and deceived by the false messages of Islam. A nation in confusion needs a guide. It needs a man with a cane. I'm Dave Milner. Join me on Spreaker, SHR Media, High Plains Talk Radio, Live Rebooting Liberty, and YouTube for a unique brand of commentary on the unpleasant blind guide. Because truth is not always pleasant.
If you miss a show, don't worry. You can catch the replays two ways, rebootingliberty.com or the reaverofcommonsense.com. While you're there on Reaver of Common Sense, don't forget, drop in your email and keep up to date with everything going on, or click the like button on the Facebook widget. Now on to the Reaver of Common Sense.
listening to the SHR Media Network.
This show contains language that some viewers may find offensive. Listener discretion is advised. And now on to the show.
And welcome back to the Reaver of Common Sense. I am your host, Jersey Joe, and I'm trying to make sense out of the senseless. The Jersey Takeover's here. We have expanded to 2 hours every Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. All right. So, to answer the question, how many refugees and so forth has the Vatican taken? And that's simple. 0. None. Zilch. So he's out there screaming all these countries have to take in all these people, as he's taken in none. Yeah, about that. Mr. Pope, I'll reserve my comment out of respect. Oh, now where are we? Oh. So, George Will, Mr. I'm quitting the Republican Party, Mr. I got my ass fired from Fox. Yeah, I think he's on MSNBC now. And he was yipping along. Now, I'm going to point out first and foremost, sounds kind of funny that his comment, which was, the conservatives will turn on Trump by midsummer. I've been hearing the same tagline from Schumer and other leading Democrats. I find it very interesting that the same wording, the same playbook is being used by these so-called conservatives like George Will, Chris Christall, and a couple of those other wannabes. The same playbook. That just... And they're trying to sit there and pull this bullshit that, you know, all these conservatives are going to stop backing Trump. I don't see it happening. Those elected officials, if they pulled their support away, they would be so screwed right now, it wouldn't be funny. And if I got to explain it, well, you still wouldn't understand it. They're not going to turn their backs, especially with a election for which has the Senate hanging in the balance. There is no way they are turning their backs on Trump at this time. It would be the death of them. seriously, do you know what would happen if they actually turn their backs on Trump right now? Yes, Cal? And try refreshing, because it shouldn't have. It says I'm live. It says I'm live. I have electricity. Yeah, just hit refresh and it should be good. I just loaded it up and it has the show going. They're not going to turn their backs. Turning their backs would be a death sentence instantly. They would lose their next election, and they know that. There's a few that will fall to the political pressure. There's a few that might try to wiggle around. But for the most part, we are in a very good approval rating of Trump at this time. That I don't think we have to worry. I mean, we got another year to go. Another year and a half before anything's really said about it. So there's room. There's a time frame that Trump could really screw up on. Yes, I understand that, but as of right now, no. As of right now, I don't see that happening. There is no turncoats. What it is they're trying to start issues. They're trying to create a wedge. But I don't see it happening. It's more wishful thinking. Than anything. I don't see them running like they talk about. George Wills, this is the same guy that predicted Trump could not win the primary. He was wrong. He predicted he could not beat Hillary Clinton. He was wrong. Everything that he talked about with Trump has been wrong. But he predicts the Republicans will turn on Trump. That's what I'm finding funny. All these people that are talking shit are the same ones that said there is no way Trump can win the primary. No way. There's no way he could win the election against Hillary. Hillary is a juggernaut. You cannot. Oh, he beat her. That sounded really bad the way I just put that. He beat her. These people that are telling me and want me to believe in them that all this bad is going to happen, Trump's going to do all this, you've been wrong every step of the way about the man. Why should I believe you now? Why should I believe that you are so correct now when you've got so much wrong? George Will is a bitter has-been, political commentator. And these establishment hate that we have a president who has no political background. Proving you don't need to be a lawyer, you don't need to be a politician to be a politician. That is what our country is based on. There is no career choice of being a politician. It's not supposed to be. You're not supposed to be a lifelong politician. You're supposed to go, serve, and go home. But they just... It makes me laugh, though it does. They think we're supposed to bow down to them. Sorry, not happening. Nah. Nope. No. And George Wills ought to just go and enjoy retirement. He really should. But his big thing is Donald Trump has to perform now. The next thing he has to do is submit a budget. When the budget comes up calling for $1 trillion in infrastructure spending, if we're rebuilding the country and starting jobs, the tax money will come in. A tax cut that will lose by bipartisan assessment, $5.8 trillion over a decade plus, and an increased military spending, plus protectionism, which means governments deciding what Americans consume, at what prices, and what qualities. What called economical planning and crony capitalism and all the rest. When that budget comes out, people are either going to rediscover their conservative convictions or they're going to be a banquet, a feast of people eating words they've spoken for 30 years. Maybe people are realizing it's a new world out there. Maybe they're taking the stick out of their ass, opening their heads and realizing we got to change the way we do things. We've been doing the same thing over and over again. That is the definition of insanity, George Will. We haven't gotten anywhere with the old standard. Not saying this is what Trump's budget is going to be. We need to rebuild our infrastructure. It's falling the hell apart. It'll create jobs. It'll get people back to work. It'll create a robust economy. But of course, George Will's so stuck in the past, he can't see the forest that's in front of his face. You're listening to the Reaver of Common Sense right here on SHR Media and High Plains Radio. We will be right back.
Listening to the SHR Media Network.
Breaking news. According to the latest report coming out of SHR Media, a merchandise store to support both the Reaver of Common Sense and SHR Media has just been unleashed to the general public. Be forewarned that this site can be contagious and numerous items can be purchased to support the best news programming. Go to Reaver.one website and click on the store link to check out the merchandise.
Listening to Reaver of Common Sense, hosted by my dad, Jersey Joe. Beware, the Jersey Takeover is here. Every Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can catch the Reaver of Common Sense show, hosted by Jersey Joe, right here on shrmedia.com and highplainsdailynews.com. Only Jersey can deliver hell like no one else, so consider this your fair warning.
In a world controlled by corrupt politicians,
You got a business. That you didn't build that.
a team of ordinary men emerge from the ashes to give voice to the voiceless and hope to the hopeless. Sackhead Sean,
Dude, I'm not saying cop for the stupid program.
Sackhead Clint,
All good friends of ours usually show up drunk.
also starring Sacco as the producer.
I'm a little bit drunk, I'm a little bit drunk, 'cause I'm drinking, drinking, drinking.
They are the Sackheads Radio Show. Every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Pacific on shrmedia.com.
Every Wednesday night, 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, you can catch the Southside Mutt Show with its host, the Jersey Boys, Jersey Joe and Crash, right here on SHR Media and High Plains Pundit Radio, where we will be digging up the dirt.
Times are dark. The people misled by corrupt politicians, lied to by establishment media, and deceived by the false messages of Islam. A nation in confusion needs a guide. It needs a man with a cane. I'm Dave Milner. Join me on Spreaker, SHR Media, High Plains Talk Radio, Live Rebooting Liberty, and YouTube for a unique brand of commentary on the unpleasant blind guide. Because truth is not always pleasant.
If you miss a show, don't worry. You can catch the replays two ways, rebootingliberty.com or the reaverofcommonsense.com. While you're there on Reaver of Common Sense, don't forget, drop in your email and keep up to date with everything going on, or click the like button on the Facebook widget. Now on to the Reaver of Common Sense.
Listening to the SHR Media Network.
This show contains language that some viewers may find offensive. Listener discretion is advised. And now on to the show.
And welcome back to the Reaver of Common Sense. I'm your host, Jersey Joe, and I am trying to make sense out of the senseless. It's... Cal, that's going to be a very interesting show. If I get a chance, I'm going to tune in. Cal's show today will be Sweden is falling to Islamic domination. Something that Trump pointed out and got mocked for, got attacked for, but you know what? That's exactly what's going on. And I found it, the irony that he was attacked for his comment. Sweden said everything was okay, and that very night they had massive riots. That was just... But you can catch Kel's show on Blog Talk Radio. Oh, shit. Brain fart. RF. Kel, you're going to kill me. Name of the show again? I just know RFB. I am so sorry, Kel. The red... I'm having a total brain fart. Oh, my God. I need a 2x4 upside my head. All right, while Kel gets to the computer to type that in for me. RFB Radio. It's on Blog Talk Radio. Go to blogtalkradio.com at 2 p.m. today. You can catch our show. It's going to be interesting. So the electrician just texts me he's on his way. So when he gets here, I'm going to have to step away from the computer for a minute. Hopefully, it'll be closer towards the end of the show, or he gets here during a break. So unfortunately, I do apologize. And I've said before, I try to let everybody know what's going on with the show. I don't hide things. I don't lie to you. I try not to lie at all, and I love you too, Kel. I do. You're a good person. I try not to yell because it's not worth it, or lie. It's not worth it because then I got to remember all the little lies I've told. And I got too much other shit to deal with than to deal with that. So, where are we? Oh, man. Speaking like personal life, oh my God, this hot water heater, it's more than just the hot water's not there. Dealing with all the work I've had to do and the pain from my back. And my knee has, oh, hold on. What's up?
Listening to the SHR Media Network.
Breaking news. According to the latest report coming out of SHR Media, a merchandise store to support both the Reaver of Common Sense and SHR Media has just been unleashed to the general public. Be forewarned that this site can be contagious and numerous items can be purchased to support the best news programming. Go to Reaver.one website and click on this.
Sorry, that was really weird. That was my bank calling. And they got a new law about online transferring money from your savings over to your checking. They limit how much you can do, so I was getting a lecture from my credit union about that. That was really weird. I threw up a commercial real quick. I didn't want the dead air, but I had to take that one. That was weird that they were calling. I thought that they were like telling me I got hacked or something. Only reason why I took it. It's a busy day here. I lost track of where I am. Yeah, and in the weather, we've had a lot of rainy weather, too, here. And it's had my knee the size of a friggin' grapefruit. Oh, it's just one hellacious day after another. Where exactly are we? I'm so lost now. I think I know. Bank holidays. What are those? Nikhil says the bank holidays are the only ones I want calling. I don't know. It's... Oh, I gotta check this. The Project Veritas, I'm going to jump to that real quick. And they're getting ready to drop a new video of undercover audio from CNN. He says that he has had employees come to him because they're not happy with how things are going. And that there's a bias going on in the company. Which we all see. But he says he has audio and video. And I'm trying to pull it up to see if it's actually up. Let's see. Give me one. I'm sorry, this is a last-minute ad. I forgot he was talking about this. Project Veritas now is offering $10,000 for audio, video, or documents from CNN. Let's see, what do we got here?
Climate change. I mean, science is pretty much on board. And there are a few dissenters. There's no debate.
Yeah.
It's just like, born again saying there's a debate over creationism and all that stuff. There is no debate.
That's Joe Sterling. When these tapes are recorded, he was the news desk editor for CNN's online venue, The Wire. You can hear in the tapes his blatant bias against Republicans. Remember, when these tapes were recorded, President Obama was still in office.
I'm a little biased. The only spin I think is biased are Republicans.
Right.
They hate Obama so much, it doesn't matter what he does. It doesn't matter what he thinks.
All right, that's one. Hold on.
And now, maybe Trump was right.
Hang on, let's...
With regards to CNN polls, both then and now, maybe Trump was right when he called CNN's poll numbers fake news.
I read a CNN poll that was taken on June 26th and 28th, and I know that the hearing for that case, the firefighters case, was on the 29th. So the poll was done right before it, and those are still the poll results that we're reporting. So I asked someone in D.C. that does the poll results about why we hadn't updated it. I said that there are a few newer polls from last week, from the week before. There's a CBS News poll and a Rasmussen poll. And he said, we don't use Rasmussen. And I said, are we with CNN going to do another poll if we're only using that? And he said, we're not going to be doing another poll. Those are the results we'll be using. So I don't see how that's reporting all sides, because that poll said hold for release until Friday the 10th.
Yeah, that's probably because who'd you talk with?
Paul.
He's your director.
Paul Stein.
Yeah.
Steinhauser.
Yeah, he's pretty high on the food chain.
I agree. I think it's dishonest to use outdated information if new information shows something that is at variance with what you're recording.
Yeah.
That's dishonest.
This wasn't released until 2 weeks after, so can we say a newly released?
No, you can't say that. You can't say that at all. This is newly released.
Okay, but it says for release on
I know.
Friday.
Now, how did we write about this? Did we write a wire about it?
Yeah, I think the wires, and I did some Googling and found that it said that her, according to CNN poll, like people were saying this recently, that her approval ratings are 47%. But I thought that if someone saw this, they might think that.
Well,
they're thinking, oh, they're using an outdated poll that was done before a major event happened that would change how people thought of her.
I'd have to see how we write about it. I don't think these things change how people think of you. I don't think they do.
The approval ratings?
I mean, if someone puts this up, it's not going to change. It's not going to change anybody's opinion.
In 2009, Paul Steinhauser was CNN's deputy political director.
This is just it's. They're admitting to using fake or outdated polls. Come on. I mean, it's all stuff that we know. Trying to get to the actual release for these. Here it is. Is it? Where is it? I keep seeing it. The fun of live radio and not having everything up and running. He also said that their website got crash from everybody going to it. $200 hours of audio. Holy. Yeah, we're not going to play that. We can play some of it. Oof. Down again. So we'll come back to it another time. He's going to be exposing... What's this?
CNNleaks.com. ProjectVeritas.com. It's on the website. So you all got the material here. We'll just talk for a few minutes about what we've done. So we have released today 119 hours of secretly recorded audio from within CNN's headquarters in Atlanta. And I give you guys all the sheet of paper. It kind of goes over some people in this tape. We have current CNN Vice President and Senior Editorial Director Richard Griffiths in this tape, talking about the role of a journalist. We have some discussion in this tape about polls and how there's actually a quote from one Arthur Bryce, current CNN executive editor, talking about how they're using dishonest, outdated information. And Veritas has only gone through a fraction of these tapes. There's 119 hours just today. And we need sort of the internet community to go through them and help transcribe it and find out what other little nuggets are in there. And we've had a couple whistleblowers come to us for keeping their identities anonymous. They knew what they were getting into, and it's very exciting because I mean, just in the last, I was saying just last night we had producers call us, freaked out that we had their hosts on tape. A lot of guilty consciences at CNN we're learning, and so we're dumping all this tape on our website, like WikiLeaks. Exactly like WikiLeaks, and we're expecting people to go through them. There's one bit that we were listening to, we couldn't quite make out who it was, but they're calling Fox News, quote, so American. I don't know what you mean by that, but that's interesting. Talking about how the same type of bias you'd come to expect. Also, let's see what else we have. There's talk about climate change. There's talk about a lot more comments about Fox News. Some of these people used to have sort of mid-level positions. Now they're executives at CNN.
So this is kind of a new era for citizen journalism, and it is it's my strategy to go after the media. We have to go after the media. We have to hold the media to account. They, in my estimation, are deeply corrupt, and they haven't done their jobs. So now they're going to be our number one target. And it's going to be over the next few months, you're going to see these types of leaks, these types of stories coming out. That's pretty much it. The tapes kind of speak for themselves. We also have a monetary award that we're giving out, $10,000. Even today, we're going to say we want CNN employees to start recording at CNN and give the tapes to us. And we have an award of $10,000 for anybody who gives us tape that's good enough. If it's good enough, we'll give you $10,000. So all that's happening right now. Tapes just went live a moment ago, hit the Associated Press, and we're very excited. That's kind of it. Speak for
Awesome.
yourself. And if you guys have a question, I'll be happy to answer it.
We just crashed the Amazon S3.
What's that?
We just crashed.
Our website's crashing. It's going to be
No,
challenging.
no, the Amazon S3 servers are not handling the load on the audio.
Yeah.
Wow. These are like some of the, if you know what the Amazon S3 is.
Yeah.
These are, it's built to handle this kind of load, so.
That's amazing.
Yeah, so we need your, sort of
The American people are not buying this anymore. And I mean, the CNN reporting and all that, they can't get it through their heads. There's a small amount that believe it, but people trust Project Veritas right now. He has earned trust. There's a few that try to rip it apart and discredit it, but
hey, we're putting out the raw.
Yeah.
I don't think they want me to put out more raw, by the way.
Yeah.
They always say, oh, put out the raw. I don't think they want that. So we're putting out 119 hours raw today. And we'll put out maybe 119 hours raw tomorrow.
I have a question from some of my people online. They're asking how they can volunteer or sign up to help go through these tapes.
Okay, there is a form on the website, on the webpage where they land, that you can upload stuff, that you can contact us. It's right on the page with the audio on our website, and we've already built it in. We're prepared for that.
And we're receiving those tips
We're
right now.
receiving this. Actually, Laura right back there is the one who actually physically.
Yeah, so that's one of our big things today, Bill, is to every single person that contacts us and says, oh, look at this. We have a Veritas team is all here. We're going through it. Millions of dollars in the newsroom.
Does the $10,000 bounty, does that apply beyond CNN, networks, 60
Yes,
Minutes
yes,
and news
yes.
shows,
Thank you.
MSNBC, Fox?
Thank you, Matt Tierman from Open Books.
Thanks for the plug.
You know what? It applies to all media, all corporate establishment, mainstream media. If there is malfeasance, waste, fraud, abuse, corruption, dishonesty, or manipulation of information at any media organization, I will write you a $10,000 check. You send me something that's good enough, I'll write you a $10,000 check. I don't care where it is.
So there you have it, $10,000 from Project Veritas if you have one of the mainstream medias doing some not so ethical reporting. We're going to go to break. You're listening to the Reaver of Common Sense right here on SHR Media and High Plains. Whoops, dang. High Plains Radio. We will be right back.
Listening to the SHR Media Network.
Breaking news. According to the latest report coming out of SHR Media, a merchandise store to support both the Reaver of Common Sense and SHR Media has just been unleashed to the general public. Be forewarned that this site can be contagious and numerous items can be purchased to support the best news programming. Go to Reaver.one website and click on the store link to check out the merchandise.
You have been listening to Reaver of Common Sense, hosted by my dad, Jersey Joe. Beware, the Jersey Takeover is here. Every Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can catch the Reaver of Common Sense show, hosted by Jersey Joe, right here on shrmedia.com and highplains.dailynews.com. Only Jersey can deliver hell like no one else, so consider this your fair warning.
In a world controlled by corrupt politicians,
You got a business. That you didn't build that.
a team of ordinary men emerge from the ashes to give voice to the voiceless and hope to the hopeless. Sackhead Sean,
Dude, I'm not saying cop for the stupid pro.
Sackhead Clint,
All good friends of ours usually show up drunk.
also starring Sacco as the producer.
I'm a little bit drunk, I'm a little bit drunk, 'cause I'm drinking, drinking, drinking.
They are the Sackheads Radio Show. Every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Pacific on shrmedia.com.
Every Wednesday night, 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, you can catch the Southside Much Show with its host, the Jersey Boys, Jersey Joe and Crash, right here on SHR Media and High Plains Pundit Radio, where we will be digging up the dirt.
Times are dark. The people misled by corrupt politicians, lied to by establishment media, and deceived by the false messages of Islam. A nation in confusion needs a guide. It needs a man with a cane. I'm Dave Milner. Join me on Spreaker, SHR Media, High Plains Talk Radio, Live Rebooting Liberty, and YouTube for a unique brand of commentary on the unpleasant blind guide. Because truth is not always pleasant.
If you miss a show, don't worry. You can catch the replays two ways, rebootingliberty.com or the reaverofcommonsense.com.
All right, and sort of welcome back. Electrician's here, and he did say there's a mistake. He's going to have to shut everything down. I'm going to end the show now. I will be back tomorrow. I apologize deeply. The fun of working from home. Just everybody, have a great day. Trying to rush to get everything going for the end of the show. We'll be back tomorrow, 11 o'clock. Have a great day.
You've been listening to the Reaver of Common Sense with its host, Jersey Joe. You can tune in every day, Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here on hppundit.com and shrmedia.com.